Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. All right. So I have not shot any footage in almost 2 months now. My camera had a defect. Now we are back. It's a small pool. Looks like we got about 4 feet here. Maybe 4 feet in the back, on the side. And it looks like on the low end we're gonna have a much bigger addition than over here, just because we have more gravel scattered here. So we'll see right now where the trikes. So we're just getting everything ready. Got my impact, all my nails. I'm gonna form that box there. All these guys knock some forms. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because that gravel's in the way right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So I'm gonna get that gravel out of the way. Move the board, the 1x4 right there might be in the way, just so we can set up a string line. Need the measurements over here. Where's the big steak I cut? Is it not right there? Yeah, a good size. 10 is right here, right where my sledge is at. All right, go ahead and give me the measurement here. Ready? Or you know you have one, right? Yep.
From right here?
Go ahead, yep. From the edge. Right there?
Yeah.
Alright. Is that good?
Just one line towards over here.
Is that fine?
Yeah, that was fine.
Alright. Level.
Hay mero.
Hay mero. Espérenme, güeyes. Espérenme. ¿Para atrás? Poquito. Alright. But row and level. And let's get this show on the road. Up, Jit. Up. All right, come down a little bit. A little more. Perfect. Ponte ahí, Pedro. 3/4. All right. Entonces bájale la pulgada y media, güey, todo.
Pulgada 3/4 aquí.
Bien. Pero de este lado, ¿dónde lo marcaste? ¿Aquí? ¿Cuál es la marca aquí? ¿Esta? Porque el hilo va de este lado. Ahora sí. Ahí en medio. Jálale el hilo, güey. ¿Qué? Sí, güey. Despacito, dale. Ahí mero, güey. Ahí mero, güey. Alright, help him out. So we've got some pretty high sides, meaning that we're gonna need some more wood. Because we don't just want to have it to the top with gravel. Might not look too right. 2x4. You gotta make some long stakes for this deep side. See these 25 inches ones. 25 inches. Those guys are just gonna put that backboard on now. Meanwhile, these guys will start grading so we can see how much more stone we need. In the meantime, I'll get started on my auto cover box. Alright, so we're finishing up this box. The guys are over there finishing up that last form. Just waiting for the inspector to get here. And that way we can pour this tomorrow. Running out of battery. Yep, got one dot. Should have got some smaller screws, but that'll work for now. All right, so just about getting done with this box. We're gonna need some more stone. So we've already called that in. I just wanna make sure that everything else looks good to go. This is the auto cover box. There is the auto cover box. All right, so we graded pretty much what we have here. As you can tell, we're definitely still missing some stone. So we're having about 7 to 8 tons come out to this pool. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some dirt to backfill this area a little bit. I think it looks like we might need another board here. Maybe another one. Choya, ¿quieres hacer algo, güey? Allá donde acabó Pedro, güey, métele otra tabla abajo, güey. Para que tenga 2 abajo, sí, en la esquina. Métesela como 3 estacas de largo. Una como unos 6 pies, güey. Nomás para que quede ahí como tipo monolito. Para que se va a parar. Sí, güey. He's gonna put in another board under here. That way you'll have a nice corner and you guys can see what we will be working with tomorrow. And there's the box. Boxes are all set up and inspection just passed, so all we need is stone, wire mesh, and we'll be good to go. What I love about pools like these is you have access to easily pour the concrete everywhere. Cortita. So it is officially the next morning. Gravel is here. We're just hitting the gravel base with the plate compactor. And as soon as my brother's done doing that, I'm gonna start laying some wire mesh down and cutting it so it can fit our floor. But I had some WD-40 for these wire cutters, but I guess not. Right here, plate compaction. Finishing up compacting. In the meantime, I'm gonna start tying up some of this wire mesh. I don't use a traditional wire tire. I use this. I don't know what it's called, but I call it a pigtail. Makes your life a little bit easier. This one. You want it to be on the Kofi. Super fast with these. All you gotta do is just pull it straight up. All right, we've got concrete here. I gotta drink some coffee. Need some coffee. Here's my utility belt. Gotta get my concrete boots. We've got a full battery for my Sawzall that I use as a vibrator for the pool. Look at that, nice. I actually didn't show right now, but because it happened so fast, like before the truck got here, we ended up forming a 12 by 15 pad in the back. It was last minute, so it doesn't even have gravel or anything. We're gonna pour it a little thicker than 4 inches, right on top of dirt. So that way, when you guys see us doing that, you don't think, oh, you know, you're not doing it right, cutting corners. No, what happened is the homeowner told us that last minute, and we were out of gravel and concrete's here, so unfortunately it won't have a solid base, but the ground is pretty hard back there, so nothing will happen to that floor. Here we are. Getting ready. Say hey to my dad. Say hey to my brother. Big Bronson Reed. Sí, no, ahorita que le tiras un buen putazo. Lifting up that wire. Pasa para acá, chino. Sometimes you just gotta pour a little bit before you can add more water, because since the truck comes fully packed, sometimes the concrete won't suck up as much water as you'd like it to. Que no quede alto, güey. Alright. Now that he's poured some, now he can add some more water to it. Sí, no nos vas a ver cómo. Ahora sí, pa. Sí, jálalo, pa. Alright, got the concrete truck leaving now. Everyone's floating. Just about ready to start cutting joints. Might have seen I was moving a little fast on that coping. Wasn't exactly cleaning it well and floating it too well, but that's just because we were down a few men today, so you had to move a little bit faster, but all that'll come off tomorrow. Just got some more coming for there, and for the little square over there.
Hola, sí. Dale. Ponte. Entonces lo vas a recorrer unas por aquí así.
So my brother's adding gravel to the small pad in the back. Well, scraping the little bit of gravel that he has. My dad's opening up the joints. Just taking gravel to the back. I'm gonna come and hit it with the funny trowel. No. No sé. No.
Es que la ha cagado.
para acá, mira. Más que quede cerrado. Oh, le dices con el este orillero.
Más era para dibujárselo, no tenía.
No, entonces para que no quede más tapado.
Él no cabe nada, ¿no?
No. Nada, mi orillero.
Denle de aquel lado, no.
Ahorita le damos para allá. ¿Qué? Alright, so just finished up the pool. Everything's broomed. All the joints are cut. Just giving it the final edger here. Gives it a nice picture frame finish. That's what I like to call it. Edge detail. Guys are back there behind that pile of dirt working on the 12 by 15 slab that we have in the back. Turned out pretty good. While I was recording over there, I actually ran out of battery. That's why I wasn't able to capture us pouring the whole thing. At least I think I didn't. I just hear the camera go beep, and I know that's it. So sometimes there's no chance to go to the truck and get a battery, make sure it's charged. So sometimes I probably miss some footage, but I think I've captured the best part. I love this edge right here, man. This is real nice. I feel like it really gives it a defined look. And not everyone does this. This is we joke around and say this is California style, because even in California they even open these joints up with they reopen them with a small joiner to give it some kind of definition, like I am here on the edge, which is really nice, but we're not accustomed to doing that here. And like, you got some holes here, so you just want to fill them in with some cream. But yeah, we call it California style. Pouring concrete like in LA. We're a long ways from there though. But there you guys have it. I'm gonna hit that edge with my trowel because I don't want to go over to what was broomed about an hour ago. It ends up looking a little tacky. So Alright. Homeowners just got a couple questions. I actually ended up hitting it. There it is. All done. Gonna wash my tools. Here is the finished pad. Just gotta come back and strip forms tomorrow. Strip the coping. Make a couple of saw cuts and, well, cut all the joints in the face of the coping. I think this turned out great. Alright. There it is. Still a little wet. Kick your board and see it move. Alright. Brooming up the last part. You guys are getting ready to start picking things up. Giving it a little bit wet, but we want some traction here, so this will be just fine. Now all I've got to do is hit it with my edger, and then I'll be all good to go. I've got a little bit of bald spots there. Tell me, guys, what your preferred broom is. When I first started working with my dad, we always used the standard black one. I heard him talk about the horsehair a long time ago. Heard him say it was good, but he never actually bought one. And then we had a guy who came and helped us one day, and he swore his life on the green broom. So ever since then, we haven't stopped using the green brooms. When you first get them, they're very rough. Kind of like when you first get a mag or a trowel. You gotta work into them a little bit. But man, after like a month or two, especially if you use them quite often, they do a fantastic job. But if you guys know maybe even better options, you know, the concrete world is so vast. If you guys know any better options, I mean, I'm always willing to take advice from other fellow concrete masons, especially if you guys know of a really good tool site. I've been looking for some particular tools, like some walk behind edgers or some joints that are just the groove. I believe it's like a 3/4 of an inch groove, which I think that's perfect. And it's just the groove, and it looks like it's maybe 2 feet long, and that looks like it's great to open very long joints. So if you guys know of any website, any recommendations, guys, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you to those of y'all who watch what we do. We do it with a lot of pride, a lot of hard work, and most importantly, a lot of humble work, because it's not for everybody, but certainly do our best for our customers. Now it's just cleanup time. Most importantly, I think this is the most important thing to keep clean, no doubt. This right here, this and your cooler. Got a new toy. Brand new post driver. Got it for $15 at the yard sale. Look at that. No more having to hit it with the sledgehammer. So that's nice. This makes your life a lot easier. Oh, mis llaves, espérame. They're taking my truck today, so I'm gonna have to go get a couple things. But I'm gonna drive all these in the ground first. Alright, got the orange fence up. Usually before we leave, we always just go around the job site one last time, because you never know what you might end up leaving behind. Pete's gonna go check on the slab over there and make sure we've left nothing behind, because be surprised, oftentimes you think you don't leave anything and you come back and homeowner hands you like 5 tools. You're just like, oh, come on. Anyways, my dad's always getting me in trouble for not cleaning the skid steer, and look at how he leaves the bottom of it. But I ain't gonna argue with my old man. Time to load this bad boy up. Alright, so now we've got that locked and loaded. It's time to tie the back up with a ratchet. Very hot, but at least it isn't scorching mid-July, early August hot. I can live with these June temperatures. Last night it was like 60. Alright guys, time to head on to the next one. And the next one is gonna be a restaurant because Daddy's paying. This is the beautiful town of Ashland, Virginia. Very small college town. It's gotta have a population of, God, I don't think it even gets to 30,000. It's a gorgeous town. I actually wanted to live up here, but it was just way too far for my family. But yeah, here it is. Now we're gonna pull up into the Mexican restaurant up here, which I believe is the only one right here in downtown Ashland. We gotta park on the other side of the street though. All right, Casa Herradura, the home of the horseshoe. Now we just gotta jaywalk on the street as soon as the people of this great town allow us to. Oh yeah, ahí es para cruzar. You guys, good morning. Here we are back again, final day this pool. Got my brother and Pete removing stakes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna strip the coping, that way we can head on out to the next job. Got a small sealer, wash and seal to do. Now it's time to make sure that the fiberglass is clean, because I spilled a lot of concrete yesterday. So you want to make sure that gets real clean. It comes off pretty nicely the second day. And we also clean that little strip right under the concrete. Now what I like to do is wet the edge and hit it with my grinder. And that just knocks off that edge. That way nobody's rubbing their feet, the back of their legs or anything when they're sitting on the pool. So there's the interior face, coping face, whatever you might call it. That's all clean. Looks clean at least. Got all that concrete off. Sometimes there's just these little white strips of tape that we missed the first time around, but other than that, I'd say everything else looks pretty clean. Now it's just time to make some saw cuts. That way you can see the joint here on the face of the coping come down. So turn on my chop saw, put it in choke, give it a few pumps of fuel. here we go. Alright guys, so that's it as far as saw cuts go. It's just time to rinse off the pool.
You can leave off.
So there it is, just rinsed the pool down. It turned out pretty nice. You guys can see how thick we have it here on the edge. 7 inches, so you know this patio ain't going nowhere. There it is, you guys. Gonna head out now. Just gonna check out the one in the back and we'll be all good to go.